Hey guys, here's a question that I got today from somebody that runs a kindergarten slash nursery with my family. I am having conflict with my sisters that are also in the same business. Now it was manageable at the beginning, everything seemed okay, but it started to affect the business because now it's affecting our employees as well. What do I do? Now that's a really great question, and I want to share a little bit with you. Now those of you who are wondering, how do I get my questions over, head over to my fan page, Maresa Ng, or just email me here at talktome@maresaeng.com. And as I get your emails, I'll be addressing it over our YouTube channels. You can choose to be anonymous, that's fine. But why I do this is because all of our great content are actually from you. And what I want to say is that the more you write to me, the more you engage, we're going to be able to give you videos and more advice that not only will help you, but likely help many other people as well. So I really like to say, please do that. And let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about conflicts. Now, conflicts are a very natural part of business. Now, if it's not with one of your employees, it could be with one of your directors, but it's an opportunity to clear the air. So I'm not just talking about conflicts from a family business point of view, and then we've got different conflicts, we've got more serious ones because there's a family relationship involved. No, and that's not true. So I want to teach you a few ways that conflicts are handled best. Now, in working with family businesses, this is some of my advice. Number one, never shove it under the carpet. The worst thing that you can do when there's a conflict is to ignore it and hope it goes away. Now, that may happen at home on a family setting, but in the business, if you work like that in the business with your family, it will escalate. So when the problem is very small and then you ignore it, it comes back one full circle in a bigger, more aggressive manner, and it might affect more things that will cause you to firefight in the business. Number two, don't take things personally. So if there's a conflict, you're upset about something, likely we're taking it personally. And the opposite of that is taking it professionally. Now, why do we get upset with people is, when they do something, they wronged us, all right? Two things are happening. Number one, either they had a poor intention and they wanted to hurt us, or number two, there was poor delivery. But we all know that if you have people in your business that care about you, it could be your sister, it could be your brother, your father, your mother that said something and then it was, why it drives me so mad. Let's say we can rule out intention because they're not there to hurt you, yeah? But maybe it's just poor delivery. Delivery meaning, well, it's how they said it. Well, they meant well for you, but it was not done in the right way. It was not communicated in the right way. So then maybe you can give them some feedback on the manner that it was being done versus what was being done. So, but more importantly, guys, is when you're working in a family business, don't take it personally. Take it professionally. That's the opposite. Number three, find a private setting to talk. Now that's really important. I mean, it's really simple, but what I want to say is when you're in a family business, find a private setting. I mean, don't talk in the office when everybody is busy, but don't talk at home either. When you're sister, when you are brother, when you are father, you have a different role when you're at home. So what I suggest is to take it to a neutral setting, private setting where you can share how you feel, what you want to say, think about it, arrange it in your mind and say it, and go to a cafe, go to a restaurant, do it over lunch, but don't do it in either one of these places, the office or at home. Definitely not at home, because then it starts getting misconstrued and confused within the role that you're playing right now. Are you my dad, or are you my CEO? Are you my... So it gets a bit confusing, yeah? And number four, listen first. Why conflicts get worse, they get into arguments, they get into quarrels, is because no one's listening. And so at Action Coach, we do this thing called a whiffle, what I feel like expressing. And when you're doing a whiffle, if you're the one doing the whiffle, you start with what I feel like expressing, and then nobody interrupts you until you're finished, and then you say, and that's what I feel like expressing. So you do a whiffle, but as you are whiffling, nobody interrupts you, and then you get to say your piece. But that's how we avoid arguments from getting bigger. So guys, remember to subscribe to this channel. If you're getting a lot of value and you know that this is helping you in your business, subscribe, because every time you subscribe and you hit on the bell button and then you tap it again, there's a little bit of a bracket. Every time there's a new video, you're going to be notified. So subscribe, but otherwise write to me, give me your questions. I love to be able to hear from you. But otherwise, guys, remember this. It's very, very important that we maintain great relationships in our business. Not just family businesses, but guys, hear this out, because it's not worth it if the relationship suffers because of these and the business starts to suffer. Remember, have a great business and a great life, because being in business is about having more life.